Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Duel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, with a video game review in my spooktacular October. In this video, the game I'm going to review is Monster in My Pocket for the NES. Monster in My Pocket is based on the popular card series that started out in 1989 by the Morrison Entertainment Group. After that, it would later spin out a toy series from Matchbox, as well as a comic book series from Harvey Comics, the same company that gave us Casper the Friendly Ghost, which this game's actually based on, as a matter of fact. Let me see now, I'm trying to get some information here. Yes. Okay. And then soon, that was actually a bi-monthly comic that came out in 1991, and that same year we actually got a video game. The game is a platformer with a bit of action-adventure, originally produced by Konami, of course. It was probably one of my favorite gaming companies at the time. I never did play this game or rent it, but I have seen numerous walkthroughs of the game, and I have played a little bit on a Java emulator. I've only gotten halfway through the game, but, well, it's tough when you're playing on a computer with the computer keys. But anyway, nonetheless, I absolutely think this game's pretty cool. Now, here's what I think about it. First off, the story. I'm going to try and give you the heads up on this. Now, the story of the game starts out when we see the two main monsters. The game is, before I go into it, the game is 2 players. If you play the game solo, you have to pick a monster first. You have to choose either the vampire or the Frankenstein monster. Then we start at our intro where we see the vampire and Frankenstein monster, or either one, I'm getting all tongue-tied. You actually do get to see both monsters watching TV. Let me see, I'm trying to remember. Oh yes, those two and the good monsters end up in the home of a ne'er-do-well high school student named Jack Miles and his younger brother Tom in Burbank. And soon, when suddenly on TV appears their arch nemesis Warlock, who is sending all of his bad monsters after them. So you have to go through 6 fun-filled big stages. Yeah, the stages are pretty big where you play as a small character. That's in similar ways to other types of NES games with a small character, most notably Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, as well as the Tom and Jerry NES game, which I do believe was released the same year. But anyway, I like the way the game looks from when I first watched gameplay of it and then watched walkthroughs of the game. I have to say, it's really good. You go through the living room, you go through the kitchen, then you'll go out of the home and into the streets, and then to the sewers. Then after that, you've got a construction site, then you've got an oriental themed stage, and then you'll enter a mountain themed stage, which will lead you to a final battle with Warlock. Now, along the way, you face off against a bunch of nasty enemies, a bunch of nasty enemies that will stand in your way. Some are pretty tough to get rid of. Some may take more than one hit to. It's almost like beat 'em up, except that you don't beat 'em up completely. You just get them with one hit. Some of them do require more than one hit, though. Now, at the end of each stage, you have a boss battle. The first boss you take on in the living room area, once you enter the closet, is, Spring-Heeled Jack. And then after that, and so on, in the kitchen, you face Bigfoot, kind of a snowy version of Bigfoot, in the sewer area, you face the Kraken. Fourth, you face the Gremlin, the construction site, although that was originally one of the good monsters, so. And in the Oriental theme stage, you face Medusa. And then the sixth one, you do go through like a mountain stage, and then you enter another area where you'll go through a boss gauntlet. You gotta try and do your best to keep your health up. You see little medicine vials with a heart on it that will refill your health up. Now you have like 2 lives. You can get an extra lives by a certain amount of points, which you can get after you complete a stage. Because you'll hear a little jingle if you now if the score's down, you'll hear another signal if you're at a certain point, and you'll receive an extra life. But however, the game gets very challenging once you reach the third stage. If you lose all your lives, your game's over. Now, you do have continues, but unfortunately, you only have 2 continues, unfortunately. So you have a limited amount of continues. A mere limited continues. Now, but even so, I've seen a complete gameplay of this game a whole lot, and I really think the game's pretty cool. The graphics are absolutely very good. Also, I can say that another good thing about the game is its soundtrack. I love all the songs in this game. Yeah, the living room theme's is good. The kitchen theme's good. Sewer and the Sea Streets is alright. Not my absolute favorite. The construction sites theme is pretty good, and the Oriental stage is pretty good. Now, once you take out Warlock, you do get your ending, but unfortunately, you do get something else. You'll see your only monster if you're playing solo, and then Warlock's back again. Sorry for the spoilers, but if you played this game, then you know what happens. Then, kind of like a sort of a Wonka Vision thing, you'll actually have to face Warlock from the TV. You have to avoid the projectiles he fires from his eyes that creates these little beast-like monsters. You can try and make him not zap the floor and to zap those monsters and then keep him. Once he's out of commission. And then he fades out. The TV fades out, and then you get your credits. That's how this game goes. Would I recommend this game? Yeah. I mean, if you're into all those cool monsters like vampires, Frankenstein monsters, and just about all those legendary monsters, I'd say give Monster in My Pocket a shot. It's a real good game from Konami. This came out in 1991. Of course, that same year, they also gave us some other pretty cool games, most notably Tiny Toon Adventures, and I do believe they put the Lone Ranger out as well. Anyway, well, it originally was produced in 1991, but okay, now I made a slight error. The game actually came out in the following year in 1992, but anyway, Monster in My Pocket is a pretty cool game. I'd recommend you check it out if you're into classic gaming. Sorry about that. Let me see. And then after that, would be many other types of Monster in My Pocket things, including a rarely remembered Halloween animated special, and let's see, and also a music album. Just about lots of other things. If you remember Monster in My Pocket and if you've ever played this game, please let me know what you thought about this in the comments section. And like and subscribe to my channel for more spectacular fun. And join me again later on tonight, because I want to give you all enough time to watch this video before I do my next video, which will be a review of another video game. This would be a recent game, probably one of the coolest hack and slashers I've ever played with a horror theme, Lollipop Chainsaw. So thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.